Hi, my name's Erica and I'm one of the physios here at Cranfield Physical Therapy. I teach a stretch class, Physio Fit Stretch, on a Monday and Thursday, and during this class we work on a series of stretches to improve your flexibility, your balance and help to address muscle imbalances. This class is suitable for all abilities and all ages, although we are quite active doing some movements standing up and then down onto some floor work too. Okay, so before we begin, we're just going to address our posture. So thinking about your foot position on the floor, spreading all your toes, making sure your weight's nice and evenly balanced. And then thinking about a line coming up from your pelvic floor, all the way up through your spine and out through the top of your head. Just roll your shoulders backwards, open your shoulders and relax. And before we start, just some nice gentle breaths in. So we lower our eyes to the floor and just take some nice gentle breaths in through the nose and slowly out. Breathing in again, in through the nose and slowly out. And on the next breath, we're just going to gently take our hands up above our head. So breathing in. And we're going to gently stretch up either side, lengthening out of the waist, stretching up to the ceiling, feeling your spine lengthen. And then clasping both hands together to stretch up to the ceiling for a full body stretch. And then opening the arms open. And then just tipping the head forward, slowly rolling down, keeping the knees soft, dropping towards the floor, bending the knees and slowly coming back up and reaching up. And again, just slowly rolling down a little bit deeper this time. And just hanging there in ragdoll, let the neck relax and gently stretching out. Bending the knees and rolling back up. Engage your core and take a deep breath up with the right arm, over to the side, knees soft and gently curving round to the side and back up. And we repeat that on the other side, reaching up and over, bending the knees, rolling round and slowly up. And just take the feet a little further apart, stretch up and another roll down. A little bit deeper this time, and as we get to the bottom, just bending the knees and gently rolling all the way back up. This time stretching up and reaching back slightly before we roll down one more time. Keeping your weight forward on your toes, bending the knees, nice and soft through the back as you roll all the way back up. And then we're going to start stepping side to side, letting the feet press through and taking a wider position, taking the arm across the body, just rotating the thoracic spine. And then side to side, swing the arms. And then we're going to come to settle over on the right side and take the arm all the way up and over and stretching over to the right. And just hold there to gaze down at the foot and breathe. Nice long stretch on the fingertip right the way down to the foot. And then engaging your tummy muscles to lift back up and come to the centre. And then we stretch over to the other side and look down towards the foot. If you're able to, you can reach down towards the foot and extend the arm up towards the ceiling. And hold the stretch, feel the deeper stretch down in the inside thigh. And make sure the right foot's anchored onto the floor. And then hand back up onto the thigh before you push back up and bring the feet back in. So we're going to move on to a stretch coming down onto the floor. So we're going to stretch up and we're going to roll down. And as we reach the ground, we're going to bend the knees and look forward. And then straighten the knees and try and take your nose a little bit closer to your knees. And then we're going to bend the knees and walk forward, out onto the mat and slowly down. And we're going to lengthen through the spine. And then in this position, we're just going to peel the head off the floor and just come up a little way to stretch out the spine and just gently lift the head up and hold, and then lowering down and pushing back through the hands and coming back into a pose of a child to stretch out the spine. And then bringing the arms in and tucking under and pushing up into a downward dog. Just making sure that the feet are gently paddling through before we take it into a stretch. Lengthening through your muscles, letting the head drop between the shoulders, and breathe. And coming back down onto the knees, and coming back down into the pose of a child.